Yo, so guys, welcome back to another video. This is something that has been suggested a few times, but I saw it suggested in my community post, and the video is the first Medal of Honor ever recorded. And I'm going to read the description, and I've got like this up here just so I can see what it is, because I'm going to be honest, I don't know fully what the Medal of Honor is. I'm assuming it's sort of related to the military, but I'm going to just look into just the description first, just so I can gauge sort of what this video is about. On March 4th, 2002, John Chapman, an Air Force combat controller, along with a SEAL team, are attempting to rescue their lost teammate. You will watch Chapman's stunning and heroic actions as he saves the lives of his entire SEAL team and another 80 members of a quick reaction force to earn America's highest honor, the Medal of Honor. Wow. Okay, so he saves 80... He saves his entire SEAL team and another 18 members. Bro, this is recorded. I mean, this is going to be a crazy video, but I just want to see. So what is Medal of Honor given for? The Medal of Honor is the nation's highest military award for bravery. If it is awarded by the President in the name of Congress. For this reason, it is often referred to as the Congressional Medal of Honor, since it was first presented in 1863. Wow, so that's like around the time of the formation of the US. What the hell? That's crazy. For that long. The medal has been awarded 3,512 times to 3,493 recipients. So it's been awarded 3,512 times in 157 years. I mean, that is that goes to show how how much of a truly incredible award this would be to get for someone to be awarded with. But man, that's crazy. So we're going to get into, again, I don't know what to fully expect here, but I know this was suggested a lot, and I'm always excited to sort of check out videos that a lot of people want me to see. So hopefully you're going to enjoy. Let's just get into this one. I really do want to see what this sort of video is going to have for us. I think it may have footage of, is it going to have footage of the actual thing, or is it footage of him being awarded it? But is it going to be footage of him actually saving his friends and the SEAL members? Okay, this is going to be crazy if that's the case.
Chapman, a U.S. Air Force combat controller, and the SEALs are attempting to rescue their lost teammate. You'll watch Chapman's heroic actions as he saves the lives of his entire SEAL team and then another 18 members of a quick reaction force, earning America's highest award, the Medal of Honor. Chapman and the SEALs exfil their MH-47 helicopter. John is the second individual to exit and immediately moves in the direction of the summit. He can be seen moving off to the right of the screen, alone. The team is taking heavy fire from every direction, as indicated by the arrows, as Chapman begins engaging targets. You can see spent cartridges ejecting from his M4. Chapman then begins closing with the enemy, forcing his way upslope in knee and thigh-deep snow.
Bro, I mean, already you're just telling... I know Navy SEALs are the best trained soldiers in the world, from what I know. But still, you can't ever be fully trained to sort of have to do something like this. No amount of training can get you prepared for this kind of scenario, but already you're seeing that he's just doing things that you don't expect a human to be able to even put themselves through. And this is not even a minute in.
He is constantly under fire as he does this.
Fucking hell.
Chapman's team leader begins to close on Chapman, following his trail through the snow.
In the snow as well.
The dark mass above Chapman is a fortified bunker containing 2 enemy fighters, each armed with AK-47s, who are firing down on the team in the darkness. This bunker will come to be known as Bunker Number 1. To the left of the tree and Bunker 1 is another gray mass. This is a rock outcropping that came to be called the Boulder. Between Bunker 1 and this boulder can be seen the body of slain SEAL Neil Roberts, the man Chapman and the others are attempting to recover. Chapman, still alone and closest to the enemy, pauses to engage targets as his team leader follows him, but never actually catches up with him. Chapman, on his own, now makes the decision to charge directly into the enemy bunker, despite withering point-blank fire.
See, that's when you realize someone is just built different, man. Like, honestly, like, how can you, like, being getting shot at, how can you have the courage and the sort of like the, just the sort of like the unselfishness for your own life to sort of help other people in need to do that? I mean, that's when you realize some people are just really they are just different compared to everyone else, man. They
Chapman,
really are.
now literally on top of the enemy, engages the two combatants and kills them, saving the lives of the remaining SEALs. He does this from a distance of no more than 10 feet. These actions by themselves earned him his first Medal of Honor. He then climbs into and takes control of the bunker. Having cleared the immediate threat, Chapman is then joined by his team leader in Bunker 1. You can then see Chapman and his team leader engaging the next bunker, known as Bunker 2, which is situated to the left edge of the screen. This bunker, manned by a handful of Chechen and Uzbek fighters, also contains a heavy PKM machine gun, hand grenades, and rocket-propelled grenades.
Bro,
John Chapman is shot twice at this time in the torso and collapses, incapacitated.
What? Man.
You are now looking at a new angle, and at the left of the screen can be seen the two-man fire team and team leader on top of the boulder. Just below it is Bunker 1 with the mortally wounded Chapman. One SEAL can be seen firing his modified M60 machine gun from the hip into Bunker 2 on the right side of the screen until he is struck by grenade shrapnel and tumbles 10 feet off the top of the boulder, collapsing at the feet of his team leader, thus setting off a chain of events that would lead to the SEALs abandoning Chapman on the summit.
Oh my god.
The wounded SEAL and the team leader can be seen conferring about his injuries. Moments later, the SEALs decide to retreat from the summit because their position is untenable in the face of continued massive enemy firepower. They can be seen moving toward the right side of the screen and passing the body of Neil Roberts. Unfortunately, the SEALs do not pass John Chapman, who is above them and inside Bunker 1. This angle shows three SEALs in a triangle. The larger black heat signature is a smoke grenade. Just to its left is a donkey and dead Al-Qaeda fighter killed by Chapman. The steepness of the mountain can be seen as the SEALs begin to slide down the near sheer face. The team leader, desperate for relief and now with two wounded teammates, asks for uncontrolled airstrikes from an orbiting Air Force AC-130 gunship. The impacts you see are from 105mm howitzer rounds being fired onto the ridgetop in order to save the remaining SEALs. Because neither the SEALs nor gunship know Chapman is alive, he is experiencing these detonations from his position.
Mate.
At approximately 5:20 in the morning, Chapman recovers and begins to engage the enemy. Bunker 1 is on the right center of the screen.
He's on his own and he's... Bro, this guy... I was not expecting to see a video anything like this today, like whatsoever. I was not expecting this kind of video. This is just sort of hitting me different, man. I'm sort of seeing this and I'm just like, how is someone just like so... How is someone able to do this, like this stuff and put themselves through this? And that's when you realise that the Navy SEALs and like people like from all sort of forms of like military at that kind of level, I mean all forms of military, but at that kind of level, it's when you just sort of like, man, they really do have to be prepared for these insane sort of scenarios that just any sort of like random person in public would never sort of think of experiencing or going through. Oh my god, and he's engaging back in, like that's ridiculous.
And Bunker 2 to the left near the screen center. It will never be known what caused his incapacitation and recovery. Of the 2 rounds that originally wounded him, at least one was mortal, and at this time he is experiencing severe blood loss and shock. Despite that, he begins his one-man stand against 24 enemy combatants. During this time, Chapman initiates a series of radio calls, many of which are heard by a fellow combat controller and teammate of his and Delta Force operators on a nearby summit. Despite this combat controller's replies, Chapman never acknowledges whether because of damage to his equipment or himself will never be known. This new angle and
Man,
footage
this is hitting
shows
me now.
Chapman at the top, identified by the green dot under the tree at Bunker 1. The lower center of the screen shows the first enemy fighter who is about to charge Chapman in the hopes of killing the American. The timestamp at the bottom shows it is now 6:05 in the morning and fully light. He's been fighting alone now for 40 plus minutes and has received more gunshot and shrapnel wounds as a result of the fierce combat. This scene shows the second of several enemy charges. In this stunning display of determination and courage, Chapman can be seen fighting hand to hand with the fighter.
What?
In the larger screen display can be seen additional enemy moving on to the summit. But right now, John Chapman is fighting for his life. 6 minutes later, in this new shot, Chapman can hear another helicopter approaching the summit. He is in the bottom center of the screen underneath the tree and can be seen in the magnified inset box as he begins his desperate final stand to save the lives of the 18 men on the helicopter.
What the
The red dots are enemy fighters. John begins engaging the enemy in multiple directions and is rapidly approaching the last of his ammunition. The helicopter contains a quick reaction force comprised of Rangers, pararescuemen, and another combat controller. It is now 6:13 and the helicopter is short final. The enemy is desperately trying to displace Chapman so they can put heavy weapons or rocket-propelled grenades in Bunker 1 while simultaneously engaging the helicopter. With the choice to save his life or the lives of his unknown comrades, Chapman makes the decision to climb out of the bunker and begin firing in multiple directions as can be seen in the inset. Suffering from as many as a dozen wounds,
man.
Chapman is in fact already in the process of dying. As he fights, the helicopter is struck by a rocket-propelled grenade and makes a remarkable controlled crash just below Chapman and the summit. Chapman, now off-screen, continues to cover his comrades as they pour out of the stricken helicopter. Some of them are fatally shot as they exit.
Jesus.
These images, with Chapman fighting the enemy at close quarter, are the last to show him alive and in this heroic act, thus qualifying for his second Medal of Honor. Ultimately, Chapman would expend all but the last few rounds of his ammunition, until, finally, after 16 bullet and shrapnel wounds, Chapman succumbs when he is shot through the heart. We will never know his final thoughts or words, but what we do know is his decisions and actions single-handedly saved the lives of 23 comrades.
I mean, wow.
For more
This was-
information about John Chapman's amazing story and the details about this mission, visit danschillingbooks.com or your favorite book retailer to obtain a copy of the Chronicle of his life, Alone at Dawn.
I might have to see that, you know. That was unreal. Never cried for a black blob on a screen before. Bro, that hit me. Oh my god, that was... Jeez, man, I was never expecting to see something like that today. My god. Chapman wasn't stuck on a mountain with an enemy. The enemy was stuck on a mountain with Chapman. Oh, that's... I've never seen anything more truer than that. Bro, that was ridiculous. I mean, firstly, what a man, but... I'm kind of lost for words for this video, man. This is like a true, real-life superhero, right? Death came for him and he said 5 more minutes, and Death said yes. You can always count on YouTube comments to make you smile after something so sort of like real, man. Imagine they had helmet cams. We would have seen history and things that happened in detail. Rip John Chapman, yeah. Rest in peace, John Chapman, man. Man, this hit me. This was different. Imagine fighting a dude with 2 gunshot wounds at least in hand-to-hand combat and still losing. Yeah, I mean, goes to show that John Chapman, man. Like, you got 2 gunshots and you beat someone in a like hand-to-hand combat. Fucking hell. It took a shot through the heart to finally take him down. He was the definition of a warrior, man. I'm still kind of in disbelief about this video, man. This was... Wow. I'm just sort of rambling at this point, but I mean, for the people who suggested this, thank you, because like I would have never seen videos like this before, but man, this was a different thing to what I've ever seen on YouTube ever. But I mean, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. I would love to do more reactions like this if there's any out there, but I don't know if there would be, because obviously this kind of footage is so rare, and rightly so. Like, you would never expect this kind of footage to even be possible to get, but obviously there is footage of these kinds of things. But man, what a video. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, like, subscribe, and peace.